Hej, siemanko ludzkie, z tej strony witam was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gameplayami oraz trailerami i tym razem zaczynamy od The Bridge Curse Road to Salvation i cała masa innych jeszcze trailerów, więc zobaczmy co tutaj w trawie piszczy nam. A pewnie będzie piszczyć dużo. O, horrorek jakiś. The Bridge.
This is the legendary cursed bridge. The challenge is to count the staircase and see if there's an extra step. Will the ghost appear on the bridge?
Naprawdę sporo tych horrorków. Dobrze, dobrze. And a deadly ghost. Yes, my liege.
What is this? Both fortune and misfortune follow the blade.
Why did 10 become like this?
Whoa.
It's not. Why? Leave me now. Now.
No YouTube.
This video. I made it back then.
Okay. Exoprimal.
My name is Victoria Ivanovna Ignatieva. If you are hearing this, it means
I'm dead.
the mission of my people still has hope of success. Hope for God, but do not be reliant. Maybe this is all waste of time.
What are you even after? You just love killing dinosaurs. Lights your fire, does it?
O!
Or are you in it
YouTube?
for the more dangerous
Właśnie.
prey? Your fellow man.
Aruba also wants to take Leviathan out of the picture. So she wanted us to get to that control platform. She was trying to give us something.
Science knew all about Leviathan's malfunctions.
I know what Durbin's going to do. He's going to stab Signs in the back.
I will control the future.
I am the future.
This war game ends when I decide.
If ideas exist in your time, they are making my world again. I still have hope. Very unlike me, I know. But it is you I rely on now, comrade.
I tried to stop their world to be, but my hope became your curse. Stop the cycle. Destroy all of my life. Take back tomorrow.
Good luck, my friend beyond time.
I wielka kupa dinozaurów.
Chief Lorenzo is inspecting the new equipment.
Deadeye Alpha eliminates enemies with 2 different attacks. Zephyr Alpha can strike distant enemies thanks to the Dragon Chakra. Barrage Alpha's rocket launcher can blow your enemies to bits. Fun. Vigilant Alpha's semi-automatic rifle meets the need for accurate suppressive fire. Roadblock Alpha's deployable shield frees you up to defend and fight. For max stopping power, try Krieger Alpha's chargeable shotgun. Murasame Alpha's ice-cold counters lock down enemies so allies can bring the pain. Witch Doctor Alpha's duality beam heals allies.
Witch Doctor z Diablo 3.
Need to stop them in their tracks. Rain down lightning with Skywave Alpha. Nimbus Alpha's shotguns rank #1 in close combat.
Jego Prime. Ciekaw jestem, czy gierka się utrzymuje. Gdzieś tam i dużo ludzi gra. To mnie ciekawi. Jakoś na Steamie tak nie widziałem, żeby ktoś wypykał. Szczerze powiedziawszy. Pewnie nie. Ale w Game Passie. Musiał dorwać. Let them come, onslaught. Kolejny Survivor.
What would you
Albatros.
do if you knew this was your last day alive?
People just die. They cease to be, that's all.
Crack of dawn, I move on my way. You don't have to try that hard, just to pray me to stay. I'll go. Hold me dear when you hold me tight. I feel safer on your side, but it's been a long time. I'm waiting for the dawn. I'm waiting for the
Jakaś przygodówka pewnie. Znają życie. Silent Hill Ascension. 7,5 minuty. Damn. Widzę trochę vibe ten z Layers of Fear przez te obrazy. Ascension. Właśnie kiedy będę wchodzić? Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Za 2 dni Silent Hill wychodzi. God
What is
damn
an
it.
interactive streaming series, and how
Sakra.
will our audience interact with it? An interactive streaming series, simply put, is the next evolution of interactive television. What we're bringing to the fundamentals that were created for, say, Telltale Games or Netflix's Bandersnatch are a few things. One, community. All of the users, all of the viewers will interact with our series simultaneously. They will be influencing a continuously unfolding story canon that they all experience together. Everyone sees the same thing. everyone participates in the same decisions. And when those decisions are made, that's canon for everyone. You can't go play on a different server and see something else happen. You can't roll back and try again. The entire community is causing the story to change over time with their decisions.
That's the next evolution of what it means to have interactive
bo
entertainment, is that it's not
jest
just an individual
na
experience in the story,
www,
but I'm
Androida i
experiencing a
iOS-a.
story
O, to
with all
mobilka.
of my friends.
Ciekawe.
And we can talk about it, and we can debate it, we can disagree,
Cool.
we can agree, and we can come together and try to bring other people with us to shape the story of what's going to happen.
And because we want to reward people who are there for the live story events, but not punish the people and exclude the people who weren't able to be there live, we also have to do something with our narrative design that's not really been done before, where we have the decisions that are being made remain open for a day, a week, so that everyone can participate.
The premise of Silent Hill Ascension is to take the promise of the original Silent Hill and the kind of the brilliant mythology they've developed of how somebody's individual trauma and unresolved issues can become very real threats and monsters that can hurt you. What we want to do is to take that premise and look at it across a broader lens. So we're going to more global locations, and we're looking deeper at how those relationships may be impacted by this trauma. So if I have unresolved trauma, how does that affect not only me, but the people around me? How does it infect the community? And if it stays unresolved, how might it affect my descendants if I never actually face it?
One of the things that we're introducing in this Silent Hill is the idea of collective delusion. So this is not just localized to one person. An entire town is experiencing this shared delusion, which means that things could be real, things could be a figment of their imagination. They really don't know. And we're kind of playing with that idea within the narrative.
I think what's really critical here is looking at the psychological trauma and the psychological history of the characters, because so much of what was built in the original Silent Hill was about how these people's anxieties and unresolved issues became expressed and manifest in the world as very real threats. And so part of what we want to do is to give that same suspense and bring that into the storytelling for Silent Hill Ascension.
So the most important thing for me was to make these characters relatable to the audience. So the audience cares about them and wants to see them redeemed. When we're doing character development, these are really flawed, broken people. These are people who've been through trauma. These are people who've traumatized others, and they're working through that. Audience members actually get a chance to help arc
Pewnie są te grafiki jak na Andka i iOS-a, kurde, nie?
these characters or push them deeper into their trauma. And there's something really powerful about that. But in order to do that, we have to make the audience
jeszcze,
be
że
able
przez
to
stronę?
understand why they did the things that they did. Silent Hill is a beautiful but disturbing meditation on our human experience of trauma, guilt, and fear, and how difficult it is to work our way through that. How we can easily get lost in it, lost in the fog of our own trauma, not being able to move past it, to be haunted by what has happened to us and what we've done.
In terms of the visual design for this project, Bad Robot has an absolutely incredible art direction team, and I think they really understand the heartbeat of the franchise and what fans expect in the design for creatures.
The creature designs are heavily inspired by the core traumas, and we have chosen to emphasize the trauma between all of our characters as a collective whole: violence, domination, and obsession. The creatures in Silent Hill are often projections from the minds of the major characters. The nature and the appearance of these creatures are also linked to their surroundings, which at times can create an incredibly horrifying visual contrast.
The whole idea of Silent Hill Ascension was perfect for me. When I first got spoken to about it by Stefan, I thought this would be perfect, actually, because I almost feel like I've been living in Silent Hill for quite a number of years. I've lived a very surreal world. The work of Akira Yamaoka in the original score was definitely a great inspiration. Fantastic mood setting, the world, what world am I in, and just sort of like setting the guidelines for the inescapable sadness and the inescapable beauty, but also horror.
One of the things that I think fans are going to really appreciate about this project is we're really trying to be good stewards with this franchise. We really want to honor the things that fans fell in love with in the first place. They were telling amazing, really bold stories with limited hardware at a time when no one else was doing that. And we want to carry that same spirit of boldness with this project.
At its heart, Silent Hill Ascension is a mystery. I think that's one of the things that we really wanted to preserve in terms of the Silent Hill franchise, is that when you meet a character, you don't know why they're there necessarily. They're lost in the fog. They're being stalked by creatures. Why? What brought them there? What did they do? What happened to them? What did they experience? And it's that mystery of those characters that we carry throughout the entire season and watch that mystery unravel, discover who these characters really are. And it's not always what you think.
No, czyli to będzie free to play w takim razie, tylko są jakieś wewnątrz gry jakieś płatności, jakieś mikrotransakcje. Ciekawe w ogóle. Mega ciekawe. Hellboy Web of the Weird. Czy jakoś tak.
Art thou the devil come to renege on his bargain?
No, but I get that a lot.
Perhaps thou art deaf. Come to claim me and break the contract.
I just want to stop this place from breaking my place.
And I say, thou shalt go no further.
Oh, brother, have it your way.
Taki trochę chucherko ten Hellboy, nie? Everspace 2. A different breed of space game. Hell yeah! I ładne złomowisko. To co to za kulka? Idzie na konsolki. Not bad, not bad. Stray Souls.
18 years. 18 years of agony and torment, waiting for the prophecy to be fulfilled. Forced into being a mere bystander, seeking redemption for the hell
A, to jest ten horrorek,
she's in motion.
który pykaliśmy.
Now, she has him in her grasp.
Yep.
I tried to escape, but the nightmare
Daweczkę
wouldn't
graliśmy.
end.
I watched her sacrifice her whole family just to get what she wanted.
He doesn't even know the danger he's in, but he's the only one who can stop her and end this. Daniel.
Kolejny horror na liście. Masakra.
I'm sorry.
Uff. Diablo 4, Season of Malignant. O, 30 parę sekund. O, widzę, że YouTube szaleją jak zwykle.
A new festering curse now spreads its corruption across the land. I need help. I need you.
New boss. Ciekawe, ciekawe. Double Dragon Gaiden. I znowu YouTube. Masakra. Znowu YouTube. Co tu się dzieje? Co się tak zatyka, co? Du, 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 du. Du, 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 du. A, puściło? O. Ja się pytam, za co ja płacę te premium za te YouTube. No i znowu buforowanie. O mój Boże. Musimy przytrzymać tą diskę. Na YouTube nic nie poradzimy. Halo? YouTube? Premium płacę? Oni tną na tych transferach, ile wlezie. Że to mówią coś z netem. Jakieś takie dziwne rzeczy się dzieją. Znaczy wątpię? To powinno w ogóle pobierać, nic nie pobiera w ogóle, nie? I dawaj, dawaj. Pauza. No, dawaj, dawaj. Pokaż ten pasek dalej. Widzisz, że to tak wolno ściąga, że ja pierdzielę, nie? Siema Magnum, siemaneczko, siemaneczko. Jeez, te YouTube. Coś ci ta gra przypomina? O kurde, panie, Double Dragon, kurde, to jest klasyczek. Klasyczek Double Dragon, chyba z Pegasusa nawet, jak nie jeszcze z czegoś innego. Na pewno na Pegasusie był Double Dragon, z tego co kojarzę. Gdzieś tam jakiś taki pikselowany, ale był. Tak kojarzę, no dalej, kurde, YouTube, ogarniajcie się. Masakrę z tymi YouTubami dzisiaj. Alan Wake 2. Jej! Że kiedyś grałeś nią na automatach za złotówki? No, na automatach też były, no. No, za zetę, no. Też kojarzę, no. Faktycznie, też były, no. Na pewno sobie za jakiś czas ogramy Alana Wake'a, ale na razie nie teraz. No, pewnie tak, pewnie tak. Świetnie jest to, że Alan Wake chyba jest na więcej niż 10 godzin, na 100%? Banishers, Ghost of New Eden.
Death to the dead. Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple.
A co skończyłeś?
Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, Banishers have fought to sever those ties.
Banishers.
Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted.
To jest jakiś RPG
There
akcji.
lies the true horror.
Okay.
I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
Dobra, Banishers mamy na liście, dobrze. A, że ja, no. Ale to jedynkę, remastered skończyłem. A to jest dwójka wyszła teraz. Lunar Lander Beyond.
It began with the moon. Chosen for us by
No, to była jedynka.
from
Tak,
centuries
to nie była
past.
dwójka, to była jedyneczka. Dwójeczka teraz niedawno wyszła.
And so here we are.
Czwartek? Albo piątek? Właśnie? Jakoś tak.
Across planets, we reach out into space, grasping for the
No
infinite.
nie, ja wiem, ja tylko się doprecyzuję. Także ja nic ci nie sugeruję, ani nic. Na chillku, Magnum.
Our forebears chose the moon, for they never lived to travel. Beyond.
Welcome back
Enshrouded.
to Today let's talk about voxel-based building and terraforming. You want to build a towering castle? Sure thing.
Sure thing.
Maybe something darker like a skull castle. We've got you covered. You want to live underground or build your own dungeon? Just start digging. But let's slow down a little bit and create a new base step by step. This looks like a nice spot for a base. First, let's build a small bridge and lay down the foundation for our buildings using voxel blueprints. Although you can simply build things block by block, blueprints help to lay out bigger structures a bit faster. They are simply a collection of voxels that can be placed at once, but as they are voxels, they will blend together seamlessly however you stick them together. There are also blueprints of various sizes and shapes to give you plenty of options to block out your dream home. Once you are finished with the general layout, you can tweak and refine using single block tools anytime to create intricate shapes and decorations. After creating the building itself, you can make yourself at home using plenty of props for decorating your rooms. We have more than 100 different props in various styles and materials to start with. If you enjoy hunting, you can also collect trophies from bosses you've defeated to show off your achievements. There are various categories of decorative furniture that will give you a stronger rested buff when you leave home for your next adventure. You can also shape the terrain itself to build underground structures like caves or basement to stash all your resources and treasures. Simply use your pickaxe or modified terrain using terrain shaping tools. Furthermore, as your backpack might get full very quickly, you can also place chests. This will allow you to store your valuable items and protect them from potential death. On your adventures, you will discover NPCs that you can settle in your base. You will build them a workshop and housing, and they will help you with crafting and send you on quests. Additional crafting stations and NPC props will even further expand your available crafting recipes. On top of that, we have farming, so you can grow all kinds of resources right at home.
Czyli trochę taki Valheim.
Fertile soil, plant seedings, and harvest your rewards.
To z lepszą grafiką.
In terms of materials, we have plenty of different variety to satisfy your needs and the way you want to make your dream builds look. The world of Enshrouded is fully voxel-based, which means you have a lot of creative control to create any kind of building and even shape the terrain to your liking. Thank you for watching. You can wishlist Enshrouded now on Steam. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, comment, like below. and we'll see you on the next one.
Enshrouded. Button, Kaitos, 1, 2 i Hadera Master. Okay.
この世界には大きな5つの闇が封じ込められてい
No
る。
w końcu odpowiednie audio.
人は決してその闇に触れてはならぬ。もしその禁が破られ、5つの闇すべてが解放されたならば、邪神マルペルシュロの永遠の呪いが世界を蝕み始めるだろう。マルペルシュロの完全なる復活はなるまい。かの邪神は我らが完全に葬り去ったがゆえに。しかし、白き翼を持つ闇がこの空に舞い降りるとき、世界は暗き災いの渦に音もなく飲み込まれる。唯一の希望は遠く失われし海。海よ、我らを見出したまえ。我らを許したまえ。
No wyglądają jak jakieś kurde wróżki, nie? Remastered in high definition. Ale na Switcha. Ed Zero, Zombie Uprising. Zwykle YouTube. Dawać YouTube.
Watashi wa Peri. 大いなる野望を持ってこの日本にやってきた。
Pięknie.
はい、どうもペリーです。ゾンビを引いてやってまいりました。これで日本も開国せざるを得ない感じに。何が起こってる？侍？忍者？相撲レスラー？こいつらきっと私の大いなる野望を邪魔するに違いないね。何がうざいってあいつら転生者なのよ。ほんと死んでもまた挑んでくる。いい加減しつこすぎるよ。あ、もしかしてこれってローグライクってやつじゃん。だったらペリーもう容赦しませんよ。毎回敵やらないやら超ランダムにして暗い手軽エリアで行け自爆ゾンビ。超ゾンビもじゃんじゃん出したりして永遠に死んでいただきます。どっちか迷う選択肢もたくさんね。力が入らん。こいつは今お腹ペコペコね。さて
Co ty nie, buffering-san. O mój Boże. Że tak gorszy. Halo?
でどっちが満腹度回復だったかなで残念ピンクは体力回復でして余計にお腹空いちゃったんじゃないの武士は食わねえと高用事って言うけど
寿司
おろかって誰こんなとこに寿司置いたの誰耳でござるなああもう有利なアイテムたくさん落ちてんじゃん誰かポケットに穴開いてるんじゃないの完全に敵に死を送ってるじゃん他の連中も秘伝書もバンバン拾ってしかもこいつ運良すぎ分子ばかりでもうどれが本当かわからないね
影の分身。
お守りもいろいろ組み合わせて爆弾強くしたり一か八かの強化したり賢くビルドアップしてマジでログライクしてるじゃんしかも誰こんなタイミングでお店出したの誰品揃え充実してんじゃんお嫌な予感する見てほらほらあやったよやったよそんなことして逃げられると思うなよ They said nothing to far far from the tree もう踏んだり蹴ったりですこの場合は気分転換でね私の場合はハブティとこれほらすごいでしょ日本の浮世絵みたいになったようとりするねでもやられっぱなしね日本のゾンビ役立たずじゃんメイドインジャパンなのにポンコツじゃんもうペリー起こった3つの袋のうち堪忍袋の尾が切れました強いのいくよほらでかいのいっぱいね怖いねもののけいっぱいだねこれは私が特別に作ったゾンビねこれで奴らもいか
Taką grę tylko mogliby Japończycy stworzyć. Ewidentnie.
相当やり込んでるじゃん血も涙もないなまあ私は常に血の涙を流してるけどねもう本当に私敵よくプンプン回るよこうなったら私の手で太平の眠りから覚ましてあげましょうEpizodゾンビアップライズお買い上げしてくださいよ
Nieźle. Okej. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Piąty telcak.
Neither warrior lacks in strength or skill. We're witnessing the showdown of two masters. This battle will be spoken of for generations to come. From where I'm standing, both Tien Shinhan and Mercenary Tao are formidable martial artists. Tien's combo is faster than the eye can see. There it is, the Crane School's Dodon Ray. Mercenary Tao is laying on the pain. He doesn't know the meaning of mercy. Definitely the art of an assassin. Tien splits into four. Can Goku overcome this predicament, or will Tien Shinhan's 8 fists take home the win? I'm just as excited to find out as you are! Goku shows no signs of stopping! Tien Shinhan loses the round by ring out! I don't believe this! Junior has grown to massive stature! How is Goku going to handle this? I'm a little worried for my own physical safety, folks, but I'm not going anywhere! Oh no! Goku is down! 1, 2, 3, 4! The match continues! But which of them will take home the championship? Fierce fights like this are what the World Tournament is all about!
No? O! Czy jeszcze jakiś delcek w sezonie drugim. Nieźle. Overwatch 2. Genesis Part 2.
Aurora was the first of us to awaken. Can you imagine how she must have felt? Born in a laboratory, surrounded by your creators. And then you learn the truth, that there is no other creature like you anywhere. That you are truly alone.
Innocence.
Dr. Liao discovered that Aurora was sentient, that she was alive, thinking, choosing.
It was hard to believe. I didn't want to believe it at first.
She passed every single test we could come up with. Every one.
And then the entire world found out. Dr. Liao committed career suicide by saying Aurora was alive. But her testimony was very compelling.
This just in, a stunning ruling.
The robot was declared a sentient being.
Granted her freedom and released into the world.
I was so relieved. She had a chance to actually live free. And she made the most of it.
Aurora had been born into a world that she didn't understand. She wanted to see more of it. She went everywhere, learning, watching, seeing how humans treated each other, the good and the bad. But eventually, she had questions about the nature of her own existence. About her soul. And she could only find those answers alone.
Oh, well, while all that was happening, there was a lot more scrutiny into Omnica Corp's operations. It didn't go well for us. Overspending, mismanagement, fraud even. But in a couple of years, Omnica was done.
All those automated production lines, completely abandoned and unmonitored for years. By humans, anyway.
Breaking news out of Nigeria. Countless social media reports of an invasion underway.
It remains unclear exactly what's happening in Central Africa, but we do have some footage from the scene.
Also getting eyewitness reports of strange robots designed for combat.
We were caught by surprise. The world was caught by surprise. Omnics were attacking everywhere. It seemed like every country was hit from every direction, all at once.
We didn't know it then, but one of the God programs, originally designed to help humanity, had hijacked Omnica's production lines to build warbots of its own design.
They called it Anubis. It was built to maintain ecological balance of all things. For conservation.
Its goals could not be achieved without the end of humanity. And it used us to carry out its plan.
We were running out of hope. But there was a little. Only a few teams across the world were able to mount a real defense. The best of the best joined the special strike team called Overwatch.
It was a brilliant decision to recruit Dr. Liao. Who knew more about Omnix than she did?
Those first victories showed the world what Overwatch could do. Soon the strike team was joined by a whole army. Of course, recruits like me were always amazed by what the core team could do. Overwatch had the impossible objective of winning the war. And sometimes, it seemed we might actually pull it off. Anubis didn't sleep, didn't feel fear, and didn't feel despair. But it also couldn't feel hope. That was what Overwatch gave us. And even then, we had to wonder if hope was going to be enough.
Oh. Okej. Czyli jakiś part trzeci się chyba zapowiada? Part trzeci. Ale spoko są te historie akurat. Odnośnie Overwatcha. Podobają mi się. I znowu flaga. O, dobra. Atlas Fallen.
Atlas Fallen is an action RPG. It's about combat, about fast-paced action, fighting, and using all your skills together to bring down cool big monsters.
Czyli kolejny Monster Hunter?
So I love to work on things that are like action adventure, where you can go into a completely new space, a new fresh land, and really get into the nitty-gritty of exploring and finding hidden mysteries, and being able to artistically develop that even further is just so much fun to do.
I'm always very happy to be in this idea-finding phase and then see how can we really turn it into a real game so that everything works as a whole.
We thought, okay, we did sci-fi in the past, so let's explore fantasy.
The world of Atlas is a unique medieval fantasy world where mighty gods control the fate of mankind, and they really subdued all of humankind.
So you begin your journey as an unnamed, a part of a caravan transporting essence to the golden city of Bethesda.
There are different factions in this game, and I think those you will meet most often in the game are first the fighters and the soldiers of the Thousand-Year Queen. So they're in charge of keeping the pathways clear to move the caravans with the essence through the kingdom, and they're pretty harsh against any human who opposes them.
We have a great level design team who has really worked on trying to figure out how we could get this knowledge from the Surge games and bring it into this new, more fast-paced, movement-oriented world.
The most interesting aspect of the world of Atlas Fallen is its scale and verticality. How can we make sure that the player cannot break out of our world, while also ensuring that they perceive the grandest possible freedom in the way they move and explore?
In order to find out all these things in the world, you have super special abilities. You have the sand gliding, which is basically like surfing down sand dunes and
Tak, to mi się podoba akurat.
really
To jest
fast-paced
świetne.
exploration. Throughout production, it became faster and faster because we noticed, oh, it's still fun, and it's even more fun if we just tune it up a bit more.
You'll also get to go to places that are completely preserved due to the world and how it is, and hidden from the sun from Thelos. So something that inspired me during Atlas Fallen was Dune. It's really cool to see how Dune approaches sand. And what I found more interesting for me to explore with Dune as a base is to look at other fantasy titles. So going from Lord of the Rings to The Witcher, and understanding how those worlds are constructed and then adding our visual twist. So taking real world examples of quarries and how sand over thousands of years would affect those states has been really interesting for us to explore.
The sand is under our control. It carries us.
We try to think out of the box that we have built for us and make the levels bigger or the player character faster or the monsters more interesting.
I think you can really find many things from our previous games in our gameplay mechanics, and this was important for us. We like to preserve many things that we think are cool and that our people can do well and that players like.
We decided to go with like different difficulty levels, but the essence we keep is the body parts, that you're able to target specific body parts of the enemy in order to have like a tactical angle to the combat.
So we really wanted to make the fight be something that anyone can pick up and feel like they're doing fantastic things. They are like swinging the big axes, really having immediate feelings and sensations of power. I believe it is quite easy to pick up Atlas Fallen and start doing some things that people find cool. So the core of the combat system is what we call the momentum.
When the momentum meter is full, you ascend into the air and smash down on the enemy and just leave him in shatters. And that, for me at least, it's super exciting.
The Essence Stones are inspired by the implants, with this idea that the player will be able to tailor their playstyle and their moveset and will be unlocking progressively new moves, new abilities, passive and active, during the fight for the player.
I think it feels like the game really has two core pillars. One is the combat, the fighting, the action, and one is the exploration of the game world.
Something really cool that I hope players enjoy is getting to these high vantage points in the world and just looking out at what's in the horizon. It's going to be really fun to see how people interact with this and how deep they go into the exploration in Atlas.
For such a grand game, having so much movement freedom is, I think, pretty unique. So there's a lot of choice for the player on how they can play the game and how they can engage with the world.
You're completely free to do crazy things and to mix things that are maybe more weird to other players, but if you like that, then maybe it's your play style and you have some very special fun, just do it.
Co-op experience in Atlas Fallen is unique in so far that the game can be experienced from start to finish almost seamlessly.
But aside from that, everything is very flexible, hopping off at any point of the game, any point of the story. They can join with a friend, drop out, continue in solo, continue with another friend.
And that's what I think Atlas Fallen is really good at, because since we have the co-op, like a more experienced genre player can come there to help out his friend.
So there's nothing that touches humans more than the voice. And so we recorded a choir in Sofia specifically for the game, because that's another thing. Choirs can hardly be mimicked by technology. The intensity of the music changes within combat. So the more intense the combat gets, the more intense the music gets. My main job was to fill the world with sounds and with music. And I say sounds because it's all about sand, it's about essence, it's about this mystical world that you try to discover.
My favorite aspect of Atlas Fallen is actually that we have a very special setting and you have a very, very agile way of discovering it. You can surf through it and still there's a lot waiting for you everywhere. And I think this combination is really cool.
I hope everyone will really enjoy the game. We put all of our heart into it. We took a lot of risk again, tried to do new things, and I hope in the end people will feel the passion we put in this project and will enjoy it.
I hope players really enjoy the exploration of the game and really enjoy the fast-paced action that they have. And this combination, I hope, is unique and give them a lot of fun.
Okej. Okej. Spoko poopowiadali o gierce. Aż tego trochę zachęcili. Trinities. EA Sports. FIFA Club 24. Chyba. Czyli odgrzewane kotlety i te same błędy co rok. Tohu, New World. Nowa gierka z serii Tohu? Tak jest i dobrnęliśmy ludziska do końca tego odcineczka. Dzisiaj trochę mniej tych trailerów, były jakieś dłuższe, widzę, ale i tak całkiem nieźle, także dzięki wielkie, serdeczne za oglądanie moich materiałów. Widzimy się już w kolejnym. Trzymajcie się.